Hello students, welcome back to my channel Learn with Ease. Let's watch today's video on Fire and Ice. Let's see the summary first. The poem Fire and Ice, written by Robert Frost, begins with a difference of opinion. Fire and ice can also represent two different human emotions. One is rational, that is ice, which is cool, and the other is animal-like, which is fire, that is hot and hasty. The first two lines of the poem are ambiguous, that is confusing in nature, as it does not clearly tell whether it is ice or fire that is going to end the world. Both the components can exist together, so both have the capability of destroying the world. For example, if you get in a yelling match with one of your friends and suddenly get so angry that you slug them, that's fire. But if you despise one of your enemies so much that you make a deliberate, painstaking plan for their downfall, that's ice. Desire is considered hot as it always relates to the body in some way. The poet hasn't felt the full burnt of fire's energy. The poet says that we keep our desires on a leash so that we don't lose control, and once these hot emotions like love, jealousy run out of the control, they become unstable and destructive. The poet doubts if the world is going to end twice, that is destroyed by fire once and then by ice. The poet says that desire is associated with love and it is a hot emotion. Hate is the opposite of love and it is a cold emotion. Unlike love, that is hot emotion, which shouts its name through the streets, hate, that is the cold emotion, works in the shadows. The poet tells us that he knows much about hate. We feel that hate is a hot emotion, but it is actually cold, as when you allow yourself to reflect on it in a very deliberate manner, you can come up with the cruelest response of all. It comes under premeditated revenge. At the end of the poem, the poet uses the word suffice. He means to say that even ice is as good as fire for any destruction. The themes of Fire and Ice are irreversible destruction, hate or desire or lust or intolerance, emotions, greed or coldness, humanity, perceptions, fiery or cold temperaments. The settings of Fire and Ice poem are the world, human mind or soul, apocalypse, it's a vague concept. The message conveyed in Fire and Ice is both hot, for example, greed, conflict, fury, lust, love, jealousy, longings, and cold emotions like insensitivity, coldness, cruelty, intolerance, indifference, rigidity, and hatred can cause the destruction of the world we are living in. The central idea of the poem is unbridled passions, desires, cold and icy reasons are capable of destroying the world. Now there are two characters in the poem. The first one is fire and the other one is ice. Let's look at their traits. The traits of fire are hot, hasty, sudden, bodily, unstable, destructive, quick, immediate, impulsive, passionate, energetic, competitive, temperamental, action-oriented, spontaneous, aggressive, and animal-like. The traits of ice are rational, cool, works in shadows, calm, analytical, bitter, assistive, facilitating, difficult to excite or inspire, hidden, focused, premeditated, revengeful, cold or icy, insensitive, cruel, devoid of human warmth or feelings or love or sympathy. The problem or the conflict presented in the poem is that the world will be destroyed if we don't keep our emotions on a leash. Now, the solution to this problem is, when we know that we are capable of destroying the world, the only solution to the most expected problem or disaster is to give up extreme thinking and behavior. The value highlighted in the poem is that we can make this world a livable and peaceful place by living in harmony with one another, by exercising wisdom that calls for complete control of destructive elements. The 10 poetic devices used in Fire and Ice are assonance, alliteration, imagery, symbolism, anaphora, personification, enjambment, rhyme scheme, antithesis, and metaphor.